Mosquito 1, Mosquito 2. Here one. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Oh dear. I'll dive straight into reasoning from the scripture. Psalm 47 verse 3 is our foundation. He heals the brokenhearted. He binds up their wounds. Who is that who heals the brokenhearted? No other than Jehovah God Himself. What does Jehovah see when He looks at His servants on earth? He is aware of our joys and our sorrows. In Psalms 37, verse 18, Jehovah is aware of what the blameless go through, and their inheritance will last forever. When He sees that we are serving Him to the best of our abilities, despite coping with painful emotions, how pleased He is. More than that, He is eager to support and comfort us. Again, going back to the foundation, Psalm 147 verse 3 says, Jehovah binds up the wounds of the brokenhearted. Yes, Jehovah is here, pictured as a tender caring for those who have been injured emotionally. What must we do to benefit from Jehovah's care? Consider an illustration. A skilled doctor can do much to help an injured person to heal. To benefit, though, the injured person must. It's raining in this neck of the woods, so it's a thick way. Regular provider. It's been a good while now. Noticed the rain, starting out the year like this in a long, long time. I really noticed the rain fall like this. Been having some rainy weathers. From Sunday. Today, Tuesday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Basically 3 days when getting rain in Kingston. Yeah man, so he heals the brokenhearted, he binds up their wounds. Yahweh, the creator of the heavens and the earth, cares immensely for us. May we follow his instruction just like how you listen to your physician, your doctor, and follow his instructions so you would want to be healed from your ailments. Listen to the Most High, to his word. Alright, this has brought the end to our reasoning from the scriptures here. Sophia. Okay, Sophia, text me. Alright, we are going to the newspaper. Fortress and gains. We have urged police to deepen community trust in 2026. Alright, you see a picture of the commissioner with 2 other fellow officers as they were coming from their annual devotion on Monday. Acknowledging gains but warning against complacency. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake is encouraging his colleagues to do more in 2026 to strengthen their relationship with Jamaicans, insisting that lasting public trust cannot be built without deeper community engagement. Blake delivered the charge during the Commissioner's annual devotion on Monday held under the theme strengthening our people, strengthening our bonds, strengthening Jamaica, as the Jamaica Constabulary Force reflects on a year that tested enforcers but also delivered historic results. Blake made it clear that despite recent success, the JCF cannot afford to ease its efforts on now. It, it connects with the public, stressing that trust must be deliberately built and carefully protected if progress is to last. This year's theme, Strengthening Our People, Strengthening Our Bonds, Strengthening Jamaica, speaks directly to who we are and who we must continue to become. It reminds us that normal security and peace do not begin with buildings or equipment, but it but with people. In these moments, we remember that trust is not built by force, but through relationship. That and that of a strong Jamaica is a natural outcome of the JCF that is unified, professional, rooted, and in service. He said. Blake urged the force. Recent performance show that when that shows what is possible when professionalism and public partnership aligned, but warned that such gains could be easily reversed if the police lost sight of the importance of everyday engagement with citizens. He pointed in 2025 as a year of both service challenges and notable achievement marked by disruption caused by Hurricane Melissa, but also by the record breaking reduction in serious crime. Last year, Jamaica recorded 673 murders, the lowest since 1993, when it was 654 were reported in 1993. Wow, those were the days when we used to have those small figures. Making a historic breakthrough in the island's anti crime fight, the decline has been attributed by Blake to improve operation effectiveness, internal reforms, and closer collaboration with the communities. However, the commissioner cautioned that crime statistics alone cannot define success, stressing the public confidence in is sharp just as much as how police treat people in routine encounters as by major operation. Every profession, interaction, every lawful arrest, every act of resent, every moment of compassion contributes to the wider national social fabric. Strengthening Jamaica's means policing with integrity, firmness, fairness, integrity, fairness, and courage. It means standing firm against criminality while remaining anchored in justice and respect for human rights and dignity, Blake said. He also urged members of the force to be intentional about listening to and partnering with communities, arguing that trust grows when citizens feel heard and respected. Greetings to you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, man, welcome. The Commissioner Blake outlined three key priorities for 2026: investing in the well-being and the development of members of the JCF, strengthening bonds within the organization and with stakeholders, and recognizing the police broader responsibility to national development. He said strengthening police personnel is essential to sustain professionalism on the streets, particularly given the physical, emotional, and psychological demands of policing. Policing is demanding work, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. If we are to serve effectively, we must invest in our own development, well being, discipline, and character. He encouraged. Blake warned against complacency, telling the men and women under his charge that the work of the reform and trust building must now deepen and spread across all communities, not just selective divisions. Let us draw inspiration from the progress already made, but let us not become complacent. There is still much work to be done as we recommit ourselves in this new year. Let us be guided by faith, strengthened by unity, and motivated by our sheer purpose. With God as our refuge and strength, and with one another as partners in service, we can continue to build a safer, more peaceful, and more confident Jamaica. He encouraged. He closed by urging members of the JCF to recommit themselves to service and unity in the year ahead, emphasizing that the ultimate measure of success will be a police force that Jamaica trusts and feel confident and relying on. Wow. The work we do today shapes the Jamaica for tomorrow. This year calls us to move beyond momentum and into maturity, where strength is sustained, relationships are deepened, and service is elevated, Blake said. Okay, end of article. Hey, blessed one, you're the vote. You know, give thanks. Skies on the warpath. Yes, the Chief Justice livid about conditions at Islands courts. Chief Justice Brian Skies used the Monday swearing ceremony of just to sugar effort officers at King's House in St. Andrew to lash out at what he described as persistent inefficiencies harm, harping the proper delivery of justice in Jamaica. A militant Skies said if he was allowed to be politically incorrect, there are no court in Jamaica that the Ministry of Justice Delroy Chuck or his Permanent Secretary Grace and Stuart McFarlane would agree to work from, save the Court of Appeal building in downtown Kingston. Other than the Court of Appeal in its current state, refurbished and so on, I can't think of any other court in Jamaica where the minister and the permanent secretary would readily occupy. I don't know if you think if you can think of any, but I can't think of any. I have no difficulty with them bringing in surroundings like like they are in, but there okay, but there are is biblical principle of do unto others as you would like done unto you. Skies said, encourage the powers that be to share a thought for the island's judges who work and serve in less than ideal circumstances. Skies also pointed to what he deemed the tremendous work being done at the traffic court in Kingston despite a mountain of challenges. This is a tribute to the judges at the traffic court and other judges who had gone there in the evening working up till 8 or 9 o'clock at night, working on weekends to address the backlog of cases there so that we can say that the traffic court, for the first time that anyone can remember, will become a backlog free court, declared Skies. He added that with all the challenges, it is remarkable that the judges and staff at the traffic court have accomplished all that they have, given the poor accommodations, and pointed out that any expansion plan at the court building on South Camp Road in Kingston had to be placed on hold. Wow. They were supposed to be the commencement of a new structure and they are to build up. But we found out in 2025 that the work that was already done cannot support a second story. So that is not going to happen anytime soon, he said. Wow. According to the Chief Justice, he had to speak about the problem because even as justical officers and court staff decide to work in less than desirable working condition, there is usually nothing to remedy the problem. Whenever the justice accommodates and takes facilities that are less than adequate. Hey, Stevie, English, what's going on? Greetings to you. I hope you are well. Yeah, man, I'm doing great. Thanks be to God. We start off the thing you don't know with the more side in view. We're doing well, man. Not complain about anything. Kind of make no sense to complain about a matter. Hey, listen, oh, what's up? What's up? Greetings to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, man, if people who watch I know me, we not complain about things because let me tell you what I notice in this life. The time since from a little youth till I turn adult, when you complain about things, you only give it energy. So I try focus my mind on upbuilding stuff. Yeah, man. Pick up yourselves, Stevie, England. They I read newspaper and I share it with you guys. Mm, oops, on the window here. Let me see. Take a look on the time. And my favorite African country, Kenya. Let's see what time down there. It's now 2 minutes past 5 in Kingston, Jamaica. And let's refresh it one more time. 3 minutes past 1 in the afternoon down there in Kenya. It's 3 minutes past 5 in Kingston, Jamaica. So we overstand the thing. Okay, let's do this. It's 10 a.m. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. 10. Okay. And Kenya, it's in the afternoon. You are 10. We are 5. Wow. The time, the internet make we seem so closer than we know it to be. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, man, as I say again, I don't have pause my reading. Just try to keep focus my mind on upbuilding stuff, yeah, man. Upbuilding things. Next door that. Because mm, big plant on next door. So that's what we have to do, man. Put your mind on upbuilding things. And the next thing, me another point I share. When you worry about things, you attract it to yourself. So please stop worry about things. Things want to wait up and under your control. Don't worry about it in a sense. You the things we don't want, when we worry about it, it come to us instead of going away, comes. So hope you perceive the point of me I come across and share with you guys. Yeah, man. Like for example, the incident with a gentleman. He passed off some years now, but through me know him, he millionaire. I know him personally, and him married. Him said him wife like she want don't have him money, and he passed off. He had children, he had two sons and one daughter. So I don't know him have grandchildren. So you know, so the money I got split between the ex-wife or him last wife were married to, and the kids then. But the point of the story is he was worried about losing his money. And that's one thing we know that's a message to us. Don't worry about certain things, you only attract it to yourself. If you worry about your health, ill health will come your way. What you do, eat uplifting stuff. We need to consume plenty ginger, a lot of citrus fruits, oranges, tangerine, any citrus fruits. Like what me hear about this new variant of COVID-19. So don't worry about your health. Just eat the right things. You get up in the morning, like this time of the day now for me. First thing I'm gonna do is boil my cup of tea. In my tea, lime, ginger, cinnamon. That's my tea, no sugar, on an empty stomach. Yeah, that's it. So I just read things, me share information with me that I use for myself and what other people use to maintain a balance when it comes to your health. Some of this information when me I put out, this platform might not appreciate the fact, you understand? So I have to know what me I say. Yeah. Back to the reading of my newspaper. Yeah man, thank you both for being here with I man. Alright, just guys now say whenever the judiciary accommodates and takes facilities that are less than adequate, it has a strong and distinguished track record of becoming permanent. So you look at the family court in Western Jamaica, that was supposed to be a temporary accommodation, and the persons who joined the staff just out of high school have now reached retirement age, and the court is still on a plaza. It is the same thing that has happened to the traffic court, the same thing that happened to the family court on Duke Street, where there are less than ideal circumstances. Sky urges. He said that many of the problems facing the justiciary could be remedied if they receive greater control over its capital budget. Skies told the ceremony that he had been invited to a meeting a few years ago and was told that there would be in charge of the new budget are prepared. He said he kept the meet. He said he left the meeting with the understanding that the ministry would no longer be preparing the budget for the entry involved in service delivery. The entry involved in service delivery would create their own budget and they have to produce the procurement plan and operational plan, the budget, and so it would go up into the ministry. He said he the asks he asks, how do we have a situation in which the ministry still controls a significant aspect of our budget? It also affects us in another way. The provision of electricity for the courts. We wish to have a solar and a generator. The ministry is of the view that we have solar, so we don't need a generator. But let us look at what happened in Montego Bay when Hurricane Melissa. There is no solar and there is no generator. Some of the solar panels were damaged by debris flying around in the high winds. What would have happened if we did not have the generator? That was how the court was able to be up and running in a short time. The senior judge there was doing all of that while she was without a roof. Wow, 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 wow. Contributions, congratulations to her, he said, without a roof. Wow. If I don't read the newspaper, I won't know certain things are going on this back island of Jamaica, without a roof. Well, the senior judge says, congratulations to her. We are we are not immune from the worst effects of the hurricane, but the staff and the judges turned out dedication to duty, and for that they should be recognized and congratulated, Skies added. He said, notwithstanding all the troubles, parish courts continue to deliver outstanding service even though the time standard has been reduced. The Chief Justice highlighted that the net backlog in parish courts was under 3%, and even if in the case of inequality, inequality courtrooms and the impact of the Category 5 hurricane, which devastated many parts of Jamaica on October 28 last year, they were positive. They have continued to perform well. So too the Court of Appeal, which has continued its work of excellence, delivering 56 judgments for 10 for every 10 judgments reserved. And so it is one of the better performing courts of appeal within the region, Sky said. Okay. Hmm. When the Supreme Court with the Supreme Court, we are engaging in some structural changes here with the assistance of the Ministry of Finance. We are changing the structures of registries, particularly the civil registry and the masteries here are going to be playing a critical role in that. We are changing the structure to facilitate the development of a docket system where the judges and the masteries and the staff will be assigned in terms. They will have a stock of cases that are responsible for, from the time it is assigned to that particular team until it is disposed of, unless there is some other reason for it not to remain there, said Sky. Monday swearing in ceremony saw Justice Lorna Shirley Williams and Caroline Tyre Powell promoted to act as judges of this Court of Appeal, Chief Parish Court Judge in Kingston and St. Andrew, Chester Crooks, along with Judge Karma Henry Anderson, were promoted to act as Pusey Judge in the Supreme Court, while two officers of the courts who have served as parish judges, Christine McLean and Yvette Miller, were appointed acting master in chamber. The tenure of each acting position in terms is from January to March 27, 2026. End of article. Wow, wow, wow. The judges need better places to preside over court matters, and the bureaucracy with these ministries not helping to allay situations going on with the courts, especially the facilities. You can't have a court like which one again? A court upon a plaza. That doesn't make sense. A court supposed to be by itself. This location, you know, with these persons, their sight is so short that they nobody can see from. You know, use my hand as an example. From right here, from the tip of my finger to the right side elbow. That's all far them can see. They can't see far, them vision short. Forex trading, it's $159.46 for $1 in Jamaica. Forex, it's $159.46 for $1 in Jamaica. That was yesterday. Probably might go up today. Okay, I don't know. Jamaica urged to protect bee population in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Let's take a look at this article. Senior Plant Health and Food Safety Officer of the Rural Agricultural Development Society, RADA, Francine for Webby. Jamaicans are being encouraged to protect the island's bee population, which was displaced and severely affected by Hurricane Melissa. Not only here, they are essential for the production of honey, but bees are also an important part of the food security, responsible for 1/3 of the world's food production. Yes, that is true. Not only bees, well, bees produce honey, but like, for example, rat go around and pollinate too. So, and then hummingbird go around and pollinate. So, rat, bees, hummingbird. All right, Senior Plant Health and Food Safety Officer Webby noted that damage of flowering plants will significantly impact the island's bee population. She said, I have seen a number of people putting out sugar and water solution for bees, depending on the area that they are and the level of damage that you would have had. You you may see a number of them swarming around. They are not there to harm you, so don't be too aggressive towards them. They are just looking for a source of food, she told the JIS News. Okay. We pointed out that individuals may continue to feed bees with a sugar water solution placed in a small source or on display pallets. to aid their recovery. Our bees are going to also play an important role in getting us back to where we were before the hurricane. They are important pollinators, and so we have to protect them as well. So be mindful of them, she further stated. End of article. Yes, 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 we needed these. Okay, all right, it came into the United States dollar on Monday, ending trading at $159.46, down 1 cent, according to the Bank of Jamaica Daily Exchange Trading Summary. Meanwhile, the Canadian dollar ended traded at $117.09, up from $116.35. The British pound, $214.15, up from $213.06. End of article. The Frenchman complex party ushers in the new year in unforgettable style on January 1st at the stunning Caymanas Fairways, renowned for its premium allure. The event delivered an elevated experience from start to finish, where top DJs set the tone with expertly curated sets and over-the-top decor, an immeasurable production, transforming the venue into a high energy ground playing celebration. Guests include the towerful prepared tasty meals and enjoyed an impressive selection of top chef drink option and reinforcing the event luxury appeal. True to its reputation, Frenchman Climax attracted a stylish mix of local partygoers alongside international attendees who flew in specifically for the experience, commenting in status as a must attend destination event on the UTEL season. End of article. Okay, there were some curfew about the place. 48-hour curfew. The curfew has been imposed in Keenwood, Epping Forest, Oxford, Comfort, Breezy Hole, connected in the Manchester Police Division. The curfew began at 6 p.m. on Monday, January 5th, and remained in effect until 6 p.m. Wednesday, the 7th. The boundaries of the curfew are as follows: from an area of vegetation 3,400 meters along an imaginary line to an area of vegetation bordered freeze the whole district south from the area of vegetation at 4,100 meters along an imaginary line to another area of vegetation bordered by Comfort Hall, east from the area of vegetation 5,190 meters in an area of vegetation bordered by Waterloo District. Yeah, I think why them have this curfew down there in Manchester because I think the shooting of five wanted men, and so them have this curfew. Alright, west from the southern boundary, 5,000 meters along an imaginary line to vegetation area bordered by green evergreen to Roses Valley. During the hours of the curfew, people within the boundaries are required to remain indoors unless otherwise authorized by the ground commander. End of article. Now, there was a curfew, or I should say, there's a curfew for Kingston Eastern Division. 48-hour curfew that was imposed in section of Eastern Kingston Division has been extended. The curfew will continue from 6 p.m. on Monday, January 5th, and will remain in effect until 6 p.m. on Wednesday, the 7th. The boundaries of the curfew are as follows. North along imaginary line from the Mountain Ridge, from Mountain View Primary School to Cane River Falls. Cane River Falls. East along the imaginary line from Cane River Falls to the bridge at 10 miles would be south along the coastline from the bridge at 10 miles would be to Flag Circle. South along the coastline from the bridge at 10 miles would be to Flag Circle. West along South Camp Road from Flag Circle to Vineyard Road onto an imaginary line to Mountain View Primary School. During the hours of the curfew, people within the boundaries are required to remain indoors unless otherwise authorized by ground commander. End of article. Mm, mm, mm. I think I move so fast. I don't see I can't find something else to read. It's moving so fast. It Nestle records infant formula in several European countries. Okay. Wow, that doesn't sound good at all. Nestle. Swiss food giant Nestle announced on Monday a recall of batches of infant formula in several European countries, notably France, Germany, Austria, Denmark, Italy, and Sweden, as a precautionary measure. On its website, the group said it had detected a quality issue and in an ingredient sourced from one of its major suppliers. Nestle has undertaken testing of all acidic oil and corresponding oil mixes used in the production of potential impact with infant nutrition product. It said on its website, no illnesses have been confirmed in connection with the products involved to date. Nestle said it was in contact with authorities in the relevant countries to ensure the necessary steps are taken. Nestle assured parents and caregivers that it is implementing appropriate actions, including a product recall where necessary. Nestle France said it was carrying out the preventative and voluntary recall of certain batches of its infant formulas after new investigation showed the potential presence of a toxic that can cause digestive issues. The company posts pictures on local versions of its website showing the batch number of affected products, which are sold under different names. In Germany, they are called beta and alphamino. Nestle provided instruction for returning the products and obtain a refund as well as a phone number to answer consumers' questions. End of article. So a good move there. So try to protect the public, you know. Late cash surge leaps December currency growth to central bank's target. Okay, a strong late December surge in cash demand pushes Jamaica's currency growth for the month to meet the central bank's target. Final data shows on Monday, offsetting a softer than expected trend reported as just a week earlier. The Bank of Jamaica said that in the last 5 working days of the month, it issued a net 13.1 billion or 14.1 billion issued to the financial system. The late flurry of activity contributed to an overall expansion of 21.7 billion or 72%, 0.2% in annual currency stock for December 2025. The final outturn was largely in line with the BOJ projection made on December 11 for 7% growth. It marks a recovery from the mid-month position reported on December 24th, which showed growth of just 2.9% for the first 22 days and was trailing both the forecast and the previous year pace. The month's growth, however, remained lower than the 8% expansion record in December 2024. At the end of the year, the total stock currency in circulation reached 322.3 billion. This represents an annual nominal increase of 12.7%. Yeah, we just use the thing for, yeah, we just read the newspaper. We try to keep our thing different, when I try to imitate the next one. Just do I tape on my live stream. If my live stream would read the newspaper, I'm gonna give devotional reading. Alright, we're not gonna read no further because it's kind of lengthy. Government, government that listens is a government that wins. Okay. Mm. Alright, we could take a look on the Treasure Beach. Treasure Beach established needs and the local sea captain after being hit by Category 5 hurricane. Listen, Treasure Beach. St. Elizabeth saw the Treasure Bay Estates team and community members demonstrate the true power of leadership and care. Hurricane Melissa struck the western region of Jamaica on October 28, causing widespread damage and disruption across several parishes. Among those affected was Captain Alain Daly, a local sea captain whose livelihood was suddenly at risk. A 20-foot container had fallen onto his boat, destroying the engine and leaving the vessel in a fragile, precarious state. Storm waters flooded the boat, adding weight that helped stabilize it, yet danger still loomed. Without the support of the Treasure Bay Estates team and community members, I don't know what I would have done. They arrived just in time and lifted my spirit when I felt everything was lost, Bailey said. Uh, Recognizing the urgency, the Treasure Bay Estate team moved quickly, working alongside community members to secure the boat and prevent further damage. Their decisive and caring action helped avert a far greater loss. Henry Cook, principal of Treasure Bay Estate, who visited the site, personally added, as a local based entrepreneur, I have always believed that the impact of our work is measured not just by the development but by the lives we touch. Seeing Captain Daly face the aftermath of a storm and the threat to his livelihood reminds us why community matters. It moves us to act quickly. We are helping him get back on the water, including helping him to source an engine to continue his livelihood and restore hope to his to his family and the community we all call home. End of article. Hmm. Okay, let's take a look at this article. Success on the agenda at Charlie Smith High. Front gate security at Charlie Smith High in Kingston. Christopher Powell writes ensures that students are entering the school in an orderly manner. Looking at the left, Principal of Christopher Wright and Vice Principal Latoya Manning Smith by a 75% rate in English. Okay, and in 2025, Caribbean Secondary School Certificate CAPE examination, students and staff at Charlie Smith High in Kingston are working towards even greater success next year. That is here the my talk. Hmm. Yeah, man. Indeed, it is something that we are all happy about, Principal Christopher Wright added. I believe that we must use that as an impetus to improve academic success, not only in the traditional academic subjects, but the practical subjects as well. Because we want our children, our students to leave and be marketable at the end of their 5 or 7 year in whatever era they choose, he added. The institution located downtown Kingston was once of 56 institution placed under the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information Network School Learning Intervention Plan to address learning loss due to COVID-19. The school pass rate in English had dropped to 13.1% in 2024 through the target intervention under NSLIP, included extra classes. The students are able to get back on track to celebrated 75% pass rate in its CAPE exam, this year's CAPE exam. The principal said, with support from the ministry, the school implemented enrichment classes. The extra lessons were held face to face, online, weekends, weekdays, and weekends, with teachers giving free of their time. The focus was not only on English but all subject area. I have signed in on a Sunday. I have signed on a Saturday, and the teachers are there. I don't know how they find the time, and I have to say that they have never asked for anything, right? Noted. They are highly motivated and want to see the children do well, and they believe that they can make a difference, and they are true to that, he said, citing the head of the mathematics department who travels in from Mandeville every day So it is just a big group effort to see the children do well. He said that the hard work paid off with each student passing more than four subjects in this year's CAPE examination. I, I think it is just like a reward for the work that has been done. And all of us, everybody feels proud about that, he added. But we are always going to want more, he said, noting that the teachers are up to the task. English teacher Stacey Williams said the staff worked tirelessly with the students, and the students themselves were determined that they wanted to do well. So it was very easy to work with them because they showed interest, and I was here early most mornings from 6:30 to meet with the students and wanted assistance. She shared in the mathematics department. You would say the teachers who are willing to work with these students, no matter what level they are. We are here to bring them from that point to where they should be. They have the potential, and I want them to know that I believe in them. I am willing to make the sacrifice to help them achieve their goals. Hewitt Stanton said. Wow, wow, wow. I like the articles like them anyway. Bring hope and give you good feedback to what's going on in the school. Meanwhile, head of the technical and vocational department, a past student, Kevin Clark, said the school achieve 100% passes in vocational subjects each year. He noted that students have been sitting the City and Guilds exam for the past 3 years with 100% pass rate for those exams as well. So we have the students getting an external certification from CAPE level and also the City and Guilds level. And we are looking forward now to incorporate the National School Council on Technical and Vocational Examination, Education and Training Certificate in the school external examination body report for president of the Rocket Science Club, Lansford. Mark improvement in Cape's English is a source of pride. I feel very excited, he said, thanking the teachers and other volunteers who assist from Saturday classes. Among those taking pride in the school's achievements in front gate security and past student Chris Powell, who physically greets visitors with welcome to Charlie Smith High, the good, the gold and brown. He said it is part of his duty as a proud product of the school to ensure that all 380 students are protected. Have you have to make them know that we are family. We start from here, he stated. And, and for Vice Principal Latoya Smith, the school is on an excellent path right now, and we are looking at growth in the all areas. Jada Smith is on the rise. That is what we are chanting for the year, and we see that happening now. We are strategic in looking at all the various departments, but the focus right now is on maths, English, and so we are still trying to improve in areas we need to, she said. End of article. Yes, indeed. Right. Oh, last week, remember seeing this face to gain further public trust in the security forces. The exuberance of Jamaica observer columnist and crime columnist Mr. Jason McLeay is surely understandable. I now believe in miracles, and admiring Mr. McKay declared in the last Sunday edition as he hailed the dramatic reduction in murders in Jamaica. In the fear police figures show 673 murders for 2025 and near unbelievable 41% reduction compared to the previous year. We are told this is the lowest murder tally in Jamaica since 1994. According to Mr. McKay, Jamaica is now just 3 points shy of achieving a murder rate of 20% from 1,100, which is, he tells us is a Pan American average. Police Commissioner Kevin Blake has spoken at length on the reasons for the extraordinary reduction of just of not just murders but wider crime figures. Improved intelligence-led policing, greater focus on gangs, enforced firearms interdiction commitment of police personnel, and sustained increased support by the state and wider society are among the factors he cited. We have said in this space as recently as last Friday that a major contributory factor has been improved relationship and trust between citizens and the police. That's been largely nurtured, we believe, by proactive, empathetic, police-driven social improvement to check out local and regional levels in many more communities than previously. Police and residents can now reason, and we believe the toxic in form of a dead culture which hindered crime fight while still with us is no longer as prevalent as used to be in the case. If all of the above can be maintained, Mr. McKay's dream of fewer than 600 murders in 2026 will surely be attainable. However, all should recognize that that will become very difficult to achieve, if not impossible, should we continue to have stories such as that which led the January 2nd edition of the newspaper. Anguish, anger, read the headlines of the article which told the story of a 4-year-old Ramin Bowman shot dead in bed allegedly by members of the security force during an operation in Montego Bay. We are told that the two men were pronounced dead at the hospital. The type of people are come here and said that to me. The type of people are come here and said that to me. Why you want me to go behind bars? I have done nothing to go behind bars and I'm not in a jail cell. Do you see any grill over here? You see any grill? There is no grill there, my friend. I am tired of people coming here when they see me in my workspace and saying this. See there, the door open. No jail cell around here, my friend. So stop coming here putting your spells on me. Why you putting a spell on me? Don't put a spell on me. I reject all jail spell phenomenon this 2026. No, no jail spell around here. We break that in Jesus' name. You want to put a jail spell on me? When did there no jail? But they work, but they work. Feel? But they work. You come here, want to put spell upon me. Take away yourself with the jail spell scenario. You come here to learn something or you come here to fast on the place from my inner. And I try to put a spell upon me. Ancestor them teach me so I must be careful of people like you, you know. When I go to people place on this YouTube street, I don't inquire If they're in this or in that, I do. That's not my concern. Or I go anywhere in this YouTube street. But don't come here and put any spell on me. Don't put any spell on me, sir or mom. I don't like it. I've been going through that last year. People are coming here and ask me, and I say that's why sometimes I don't like to turn on my video. I just like to go blank. You see a picture, because people are too inquisitive, inquiring about jail, and don't come here with them something them on and put like I put a spell upon me. We don't appreciate the fact that them people are say these things. We don't appreciate that, man. Because when I go places, I don't go to them places and say, oh, I have to be somewhere regular for me to say something about a horse. You come in here once a while, or the first me I see it to, you're saying what you say. Anyway, continue reading, yeah, man. If I'm reaching now, where did I reach? I'm reading. Okay, they said that the two men were pronounced dead by members of security forces during Operation in Montego Bay. We we are told that the men were pronounced. After a 68-year-old woman was injured, angry, grieving residents made it very clear that they thought the behavior of the security force were crude, rude, and highly irresponsible. We await the results of the relevant investigations, but it can't be missed that the New Year's Day shooting came on the heels of a year which in which there was said to be unprecedented high 211 fatal shooting by the security forces that compared to 189 reported killed by the security forces in 2024. Evidently, the ongoing complaint by the Oversight Investigation Body Independent Commission INDECOM about failure of the security forces to use body-worn cameras on operation comes to mind. We have heard reason from Dr. Kevin Blake and National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chan as to why body-worn cameras are not yet operational. It seems to us, though, that the time is fast running out for those excuses to remain creditable. We believe that by whatever means necessary, body worn cameras. Oh, RMG. Yeah, man, respect. Yeah, newspaper just come with it, but I will catch him before I'm throw it over, but him put in a plastic. Yeah, but I will catch it. I'll put it in a plastic. Come on, I said to myself, you never can tell when rain will fall up here. So him put them thing in a plastic. Yes, indeed. People, yes, crime. go down based on the work with the security forces are put in place, you know, what the illegal, gun salute business. It's not a good thing because mm, how must I put this in? Put my words together. I don't see the need why them are in Jamaica persons who find themselves with whether legal or illegal firearms, fire rounds in the to say them are ringing the new year. Stupidness that. Stupidness them are going on with. Metal ignites up. That are the bullet me attack. And when it a come back down, it'll go hit somebody. The shell. Spent shell or whatever part of the bullet come and hit back people into their home or if them under one tree or somewhere. Them to cut out them gun salute business there. And the shooting will take place on the first and long mobile but police are fire for somebody and kill a 4-year-old little little youth in bed. That was reckless behavior for these law enforcement officers. Can't just go around and alright, somebody flee from one say and you have fire but no, can't do them something there. You never can tell the police when you have fire can injure innocent bystanders. And that's what transpired with Boyd. And I get a person enough. Oh, yes, you gotta look somebody for in an engagement with you or your stupidity, yeah, man. Take care of yourself. I know you know, and you constantly, you come like a troublemaker, you from last year. I'm going to try start Mark, don't put in one little file. Mark, people go around and wow, the mystery. I know you said they'll come back up with something, man. I know they'll come back up with something. So we'll catch you. Praise God. No time for you, yeah, man. But they're my work. That's the way you want to put crack cocaine for I and I don't smoke. I just drink a little one beer now and then. You want to place me in a lockup. So we're in a lockup. It's 10 minutes past 6 in Kingston, Jamaica. Yeah, we're getting some rain from yesterday, coming in from Sunday, Monday. Today, Tuesday. We've been getting rain from Sunday. Some parts of the island, especially in Kingston and St. Andrew, getting rain. But the birds are up. Hear them chirping there. man, but give thanks. As the commissioner said earlier, no, not even the commissioner, the Chief Justice in Jamaica Skypes. So them of us saying in the biblical terms, I do unto others as you like them to do unto you. I never go anywhere in this YouTube street and belittle anyone or say anything. I always try to say something uplifting. Anywhere I go, whether Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, anywhere I go, I always say something uplifting to people. I don't come to judge people where they are. That's not my concern. My concern is to try to um, send out good energy to the universe, to the wider world. That's what my intention is supposed to be towards people. Yes, indeed. And it's right here, so I'm a bit chilly. I thought about my tea and drink my tea, yeah, man. And sing some songs of praise to the Most High. Bless upon yourself, my people. Who forget blessing, get blessing. And thing. Take care. Much love and respect. I'm out.